Hey, if you're new here, then welcome to my channel, Flashback Videos. I really hope you like what I'm going to show you today, and of course, if you're a regular here, then a big thank you for coming back. You have no idea how much it means to me. Unlike some other then and now channels, I'm not into clickbait style thumbnails and stuff. I try to make sure whatever I put in my videos is true. I don't always get it right, but I do try. If I do get anything wrong, feel free to let me know. I'm not too proud to be corrected, and there's plenty of people out there that know lots more than I do. Anyway, today's flashback movie is the psychological drama movie from 2006, Babel, portraying interwoven stories taking place in Morocco, Japan, Mexico and the United States. We're going to be looking a little at the background of the movie, what it's about and who the stars were. Of course, I'm not going to include everyone that was in the movie. I mean, that would take like forever. As usual, if you like what you see, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, then you could even subscribe to the channel if you want. I mean, it doesn't cost anything, and you would get to see more of my videos when I release them. And it would really help inspire me to keep on making them. Now, those of you that have been here before already know this, but I don't just make videos about the most popular movies. Some of them are, how can I say, a little more niche. Anyway, the idea is not just to show what the actors looked like back then and how much they've changed. I also try and give my opinion. Not that I'm any great authority, but hey. What I also do is give you some info on the actors, such as their background and what other movies and TV shows they've been in. You never know. Maybe it will get you to watch a movie that you never thought of before. Or not. Okay, so with all that being said, let's do this. Babel was released in October 2006 by Paramount Pictures, with a running time of a little less than 2.5 hours. It was nominated for an Oscar in no less than 6 categories, including Best Picture and Best Actor, and actually won in the Best Original Score category. The story was written by Alejandro Inarritu and Guillermo Arriaga. The movie was also directed by Alejandro Inarritu. Babel was actually filmed mainly in Morocco, with a budget of around $25 million, and it went on to gross more than $135 million worldwide. 4 interlocking stories connected by a single gun converge at the end to reveal a complex and tragic story of the lives of humanity around the world, and how we truly aren't all that different. In Morocco, a troubled married couple are on vacation, trying to work out their differences. Meanwhile, a Moroccan herder buys a rifle for his sons so they can keep the jackals away from his herd. A girl in Japan, dealing with rejection, the death of her mother, the emotional distance of her father, her own self-consciousness, and a disability among many other issues, deals with modern life in the enormous metropolis of Tokyo. Then, on the opposite side of the world, the married couple's Mexican nanny takes the couple's 2 children with her to her son's wedding in Mexico, only to come into trouble on the return trip. Combined, it provides a powerful story and an equally powerful looking glass into the lives of seemingly random people around the world. And it shows just how connected we really are. Alejandro González Inarritu's direction is brilliantly layered and intricately woven. He deftly uses different film stock, imagery, sound and stories to weave a single tale out of 4 disparate ones. A talent he's shown in other films. The story has one incident ricochet around the globe, and peeling back the layers of culture to show the frustrating inability to communicate and the poignancy and universality of familial life.
Beginning, all the Lord's people from all parts of the world spoke one language. Nothing they proposed was impossible for them.
Undoubtedly one of the main stars, of course, is William Bradley Pitt, who plays the part of the American tourist Richard Jones, the husband of Cate Blanchett's character, and who came on vacation with her to Morocco. Such a well-known Hollywood icon doesn't really need any introduction, but Pitt was born in Oklahoma in 1963 and has won an Oscar both as an actor and as a producer. As I said, as one of Hollywood's best known names, Pitt first gained recognition as a cowboy hitchhiker in Thelma and Louise, increasing his bankability with starring roles in the likes of Legends of the Fall, Seven, and 12 Monkeys in the 90s. As a public figure, Pitt has been cited as one of the most powerful and influential people in the American entertainment industry, and for many years was cited as the world's most attractive man by various media outlets. Pitt's personal life is the subject of wide publicity. He's divorced from actresses Jennifer Aniston and Angelina Jolie, and he has 6 children with her, 3 of whom were adopted internationally. The part of Richard's wife, Susan Jones, was played by Australian movie icon Cate Blanchett, who is accidentally shot by the young goat herders while travelling on the bus. Cate was born in 1969 in Melbourne, Australia, although her father was American. She's the middle of 3 children, and after her father died of a heart attack when Cate was 10, her mother raised the family on her own. One of Hollywood's biggest female stars, Cate has 2 Academy Awards to her name, as well as 3 Golden Globes. After hitting the spotlight with her performance as Elizabeth I in 1998's drama movie Elizabeth, Cate is most famous for portraying Galadriel in the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies. She won her first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role as Katharine Hepburn in The Aviator in 2004. This movie is the one that won her the coveted Best Actress Oscar. Cate has been married to playwright and screenwriter Andrew Upton since 1997, after they met in Australia in the mid-90s. They have 3 sons and a daughter, who they adopted in 2015. After living in Brighton, England for 10 years, Cate returned to Hunters Hill in Sydney and her native Australia in 2006. However, in 2016 she and her husband bought another house in England, this time in East Sussex. A-list actress Mary Elle played the part of Richard and Susan's daughter, Debbie Jones, who along with her brother is taken from their home in Santiago for a royal wedding in Mexico. Elle was born in Georgia in 1998 and made her film debut with the younger version of her sister Dakota Fanning's character in the drama film I Am Sam in 2001. She won her first role, independent of her sister, in the comedy Daddy Daycare, and has since gone on to star in the likes of Super 8, Maleficent and its sequel Mistress of Evil with Evangeline Jolie. More recently, Elle has been starring in the miniseries The Girl from Plainville, playing Michelle Carter, and has also started Llewellyn Pictures with her sister Dakota. I think that pretty much covers what you might call the big name actors in this movie. But just like all good movies, there's a whole host of supporting actors that play an equally important roles, and I'm going to show you some of them now. Mohamed Akhzam played the part of the Moroccan tour guide who stayed behind with Richard and Susan after the bus left. Very little is known about Akhzam, and other than Babel, he has only made one other appearance in a movie, and that was in Prisoners of the Dun in 2013. British actor and writer Peter Wright, who is sometimes credited as Peter Wright, was born in Sussex in 1950 and played the small part of Tom. Perhaps best known for his roles on UK TV shows, White has appeared on the likes of Life on Mars, Holby City, Midsummer Murders and The Crown. On the big screen he has played Detective Inspector Webster in Vera Drake, Mr Gardiner in Pride and Prejudice, and Roy Porter in Hot Fuzz. Actress and director Adriana Barraza Gonzalez was born in Mexico in 1956 and appeared as Amelia, the nanny of Richard and Susan's children, who she took to Tijuana without the consent or knowledge of their parents. Well known in Mexico, Adriana began her career directing telenovela episodes, and then in the 90s she decided to step in front of the camera. She has appeared in movies such as Drag Me to Hell, Thor, and Cake with Jennifer Aniston. Adriana became pregnant with her daughter, actress Carolina Balsagna, when she was only 18, and the father is unknown. In 1978 she married her first husband, Carlos Balsagna, who adopted her daughter and gave her his name. She married her second husband, Arnaldo Pipke, in 2005. Nathan Gamble was born in Washington DC in 1998, and playing the brother of Elle Fanning's character, Mike Jones, was his debut performance in the movie industry. Gamble is best known for the Dolphin's Tale movies, where he plays the lead role of Sawyer Nelson, a young boy who discovers a dolphin caught in a crab trap in Florida. Prior to that, he also appeared as 10-year-old Patrick in Marley and Me, and as James Gordon in The Dark Knight. Gamble has possibly had more success on the small screen, with appearances including as Henry Pryor in Hank and as Gary Ball in The Goldbergs. Actor and producer Gael Garcia Bernal was born in Mexico in 1978 and played the part of the hard-drinking Santiago, who is supposed to drive Amelia and the kids back to the United States, but leaves them in the desert. Bernal is best known for his performances in the films Bad Education and The Motorcycle Diaries, where he played a young Che Guevara, as well as for his role as Rodrigo de Souza in the Amazon Studios streaming television series Mozart in the Jungle. Bernal was with Argentine actress Dolores Fonzi from 2006 to 2014, and they had 2 children. Dividing his time between Buenos Aires and Mexico City, Bernal has been dating Mexican journalist Fernanda Aragones since 2019, and they have a child together. Born in Japan in 1981, Rinko Kikuchi was the first Japanese actress to be nominated for an Oscar for 50 years, in her role as a profoundly deaf and non-verbal but rebellious teenager, Chieko Wataya, who attempted to protect her father when quizzed by detectives. Having made her debut in 1999 under her birth name, Yuriko Kikuchi, with the movie Will to Live, Rinko's other notable movies include Norwegian Wood in 2010 and Guillermo del Toro's science fiction action film Pacific Rim from 2013. She was in a 2-year relationship with director Spike Jonze, and she briefly lived with him in New York. However, she married Japanese actor Shota Sometani in 2014, and they had 2 children together. Clifton Craig Collins Jr. was born in California in 1970 and played the part of the US Border Patrol officer who Amelia turns to for help when she and the kids are abandoned in the desert. Having begun his career in 1990 with small roles in movies and on television, Collins gained attention for his performance as Corporal Ramon Aguilar, a prisoner serving under an imprisoned general played by Robert Redford in the 2001 film The Last Castle. Since then, he has appeared in movies such as 187, Traffic, Capote, Star Trek, and Pacific Rim. Collins has been married to Clint Eastwood's daughter, actress Francesca Eastwood, since 2017.
As I said at the beginning, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I really hope you enjoyed it and maybe got something out of it, even if you don't decide to watch the movie. Once again, please don't forget to smash that like button, or even subscribe to the channel if you want to. I know I'm not a big YouTube channel with millions of subscribers, but I appreciate each and every one of you who take the time out of your busy day to watch my content. And as long as you do, I'll keep on making videos for you. Know that my thanks go to each and every one of you, and if you ever want me to do a video of a particular movie you love, just let me know in the comments. I read every one of them personally, and always try to answer them.